Hi, everyone. This is Elle with you today, and we have another podcast interview, quick interview conversation with one of our co-authors of our book, Recipe for Mind, Body and Soul. And I want to introduce you, and before we start the conversation, let me introduce you to Jacqueline Rose-Clarke. She's a woman who has persevered through her own personal trials and tribulations. She's originally from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Upon moving to California, Jacqueline worked in the medical field, a lifetime dream come true to have worked in the medical field. And throughout her medical career, she was a specialist. She worked for specialists, chiropractors, eye surgeons, and did medical billing. And then due to her own personal health reasons, she left medical field to take care of personal health issues. And shortly after the passing of her own mother and other family members, and after taking care of her and raising her grandkids, she was introduced to network marketing. Her own personal health improved and changed considerably over the years due to the organic and non-GMO products that helped her maintain her weight as well as assist with her fibromyalgia issues. She's the healthiest she's ever been in her life. Jacqueline loves life. She's a mother, grandmother, and a great grandmother. She has raised kids for over 40 years. Amazing. Welcome, Jackie. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good to see you, and thank you for taking the time to have this conversation today. No matter what's happening, in the world and in your personal life. So thank you so much for taking the time today. So my first question will be, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and I know I kind of introduced your name and where you're from, but tell us what you do. And my favorite question I like to ask is, what makes you unique in doing that? Why you chose to do what you do?
Thank you, Elle. It's a pleasure being on here. I believe that the reason, we all have a purpose in life. And I think through my personal trials and tribulations, through my health issues, through the loss of life, has only made my journey that much more stronger and me to look at life a little bit differently. Life is so precious and we don't realize that. And it can be taken at any moment. Yeah. And I believe my purpose is to help my family and my friends get through the pain and the loss of their loved ones, most importantly. Just to share my own personal experience, what helped me, I always suggest what's helped me. And I know that things that help me may not help the other person, but we always have to share because we don't know, it's almost the unknown, we don't know what to say when someone passes away. Most importantly, because we always knew how to live with them. We just didn't know how to learn to live without them. So my purpose is to share my experience and what helped me throughout my personal loss of loved ones, through my personal experience with my own personal health issues. And I changed my mindset is basically what I started doing is I started, reading positive things and positive affirmations. And I realized that laying in bed just only made me more depressed and I needed to get out. And I realized that once I started moving my body every single morning and started thinking positive, exercising, getting my rest, my whole world changed. Yeah. Like literally my health, my mindset, and to strive to be a better person each and every day and not let the bitterness of what my life was like in the past affect my life today. I only want to get better and I want to persevere, but I want to tell people that we can change us. Mm-hmm. Only person can change us is us. We can change ourselves to be better.
Yeah, absolutely. That's beautiful. And you're so strong with everything that you are going through and have gone through. So just, I hope everything will be resolved soon for you, whatever is going on right now. So let's talk about your chapter. Like I mentioned at the beginning, Jackie is one of our book co-authors for Recipes for Mind, Body, and Soul. And this is our second series for Women of the World Network book. And I'm just so excited to bring all these amazing stories to the world. The book will be released April 7th. And without giving too many details, Jackie, can you share with our listeners why you decided to write your chapter with what you wrote in your chapter, and what do you want the reader to take away from it?
Well, I just looked at it. It was more like a recipe for me, was a recipe for love, a recipe to share my own personal journey of my love for my mother, and how dedicated my mother was, and
Yeah.
how a part of her life has really just inspired me to do better for myself. And I want to also acknowledge my cousins growing up. They're a big part of my life, and they don't realize how much they impacted the love that my mother showed for them and for me. So I just, want to be able to inspire others to, do whatever it takes for them to get through their pain and their loss, and maybe just talk about things more openly. So, and be able to be there for each other. I didn't realize what my purpose was going to be in life at some times, but I realize now my purpose is to help my family and my friends get through all this pain and loss that they're enduring now. By showing them that I'm a better person, and what I have done personally for myself to get through the pain and the suffering that I have endured through my life.
Right. Yeah. And it's beautiful that you decided to give this memory to your mother in the book, and celebrate her, who she was, through the recipe that you are sharing. And just to give a little bit more information on the book, we have, I believe, 12 countries represented in the book, and the stories are recipes for kitchen, some of them. But the thing that makes this book amazing is that each recipe is preceded by the background story of that person. So some authors decided to dedicate it to, like Jackie, to her mother, her life story, and then that followed with a recipe that people can cook. And every time that recipe is cooked, they relieving, and they honoring that person. So I think that's a beautiful part of the book. And we also have other recipes for life, for forgiveness, that women are sharing in the book. So thank you for choosing to share your story, Jackie, in our book. My next question is, I like to ask is, you've been a longstanding member for Women of the World Network, and share with me, what does it mean for you to be a woman of the world?
Oh, it's a great honor and privilege, I believe. It's coming out of my comfort zone. When I seen the advertisement, and I had just decided I was getting back into network marketing with a different company, I reached out to people that were more business minded, that could steer me in the right direction, that could support me, could inspire me, and I think that Women of the World, it's women of all walks of life. That have trials and tribulations that we can't even imagine they went through, and they're willing to share openly and honestly. But I think the most inspiring thing is what they've done with what they had to go through, to become who they are today. So it's a great honor. It's a great privilege. I've met a lot of women through Women of the World, and I can't thank you enough. I think Women of the World networking is just rocks, because that's exactly what women need to do today. Is we need to empower each other. We need to support each other. We need to inspire each other through our own personal journeys.
Thank you for saying that, Jackie. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to move on to rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm absolutely.
Love it. Okay, awesome. So my first question will be, your favorite book name is?
My favorite book name is? I would say Never Give Up.
Love Love, 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 love. Okay, beach or mountains? Which one do you prefer?
What's
Beach
that?
or mountains?
Beach or mountains? Definitely water.
Okay.
It's like my mind, my body, my soul can just release.
Yeah. Your favorite international destination to visit?
My favorite international place to visit would be Greece.
Me too. I haven't been. Summer or winter?
Definitely summer. The heat, my body, you know, with having fibromyalgia, it just loves the heat.
Yeah.
It prefers the heat. Yeah, I
Indeed.
should say.
And last one, things you have discovered about yourself lately.
Ooh, things that I've discovered about myself lately. Well, I'm a lot stronger than I thought I ever was.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you, Jackie, for participating. Thank you for taking the time today. I want to thank you. So this will be posted, and we will post a link to our book for you to be able to read all these chapters in the book. And thanks for being with us. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you so much, Al. I appreciate everything that you have done consistently, your dedication to the group, to myself. I truly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Okay.